Of whether or not abortion is murder, this brings us to the question of what life is. It is a sacred, inviolable, and absolute. It is questionable that the fetus, at whatever stage of development, will inevitably develop the traits to which is to become a baby. The unborn child will have every ability and every opportunity that you yourself will have. If you give him the opportunity, the time restrictions on the termination had to be changed once, but when it was discovered that feelings developed after earlier than first thought, so they were hardly impeccable safeguards behind which to hide. But when does life begin? When is the fetus considered life? Life begins as soon as the sperm and the egg meet to fertilize. In biology, a basic unit of life is a cell. So does this consider a fertilized egg not a cell, therefore is not life? Think about it. Within 4 days of fertilization, the sex of the zygote can be determined through microscopic techniques. Soon after 1 week of fertilization, the zygote contains the beginning of all major body structures. Fetal circulation occurs by 3 weeks, complete with the heart and major blood vessels coursing through its quarter-inch frame. At 5 weeks, all basic body systems are developing, including the brain and the nervous system, enabling the fetus to feel pain. If the physical appearance of the baby comes so quickly and is basic to that of a baby's life function, it should be considered life. If the sexual gender of the fertilized egg can be determined within 4 days of conception, then this pregnancy tissue is more than an appendage of the mother. It is the beginning of life. To the issue of if abortion was legalized, my opponent stated about the back alley and closing abortions caused by many deaths, which is false. It is not true tens and thousands of women were dying from illegal abortions before abortion was legalized. For decades prior to legalization, 90% of abortions were done by physicians in their office, not in back alleys. 15 years before abortion was legal, around 85% of the legal abortions were done by reputable physicians in good standing in the local medical association. In 1960, Planned Parenthood stated that 90% of all illegal abortions were presently done by physicians. The vast majority of abortions were not done in back alleys, but in the back offices of licensed physicians. Many of these abortions done today after legalization are the same ones that did it before it was legalized. Research confirms that the actual number of abortion deaths in the 25 years prior to 1973 averaged 250 a year, with a high of 388 in 1948. In 1966, before the first stated legalized abortion, 120 mothers died from abortion. By 1972, abortion was still illegal in 80% of the country, but the use of antibiotics greatly reduced the risk. Hence, the number dropped to 39 maternal deaths from abortion that year. All in all, most illegal abortions were done with physicians, but the help of antibiotics was reduced to even lower numbers. Making abortion illegal will not kill off thousands of people, but will give the opportunity for thousands of babies to live.